How to charge your crystals under the full moon. Today we are going to explain this to you in preparation for the full moon ceremony coming up on the 11th and 12th consecutively. That's when we hold a new party. So welcome, Marabella.
Hi, thank you. Hi, Skye. Hi, everyone.
Hey, it's so nice to see you. So if you're just joining us, Marabella and myself do a full moon party every month. Now the full moon, I think this month is the 12th, but we are holding it on the 12th for me in Australia at 7 a.m. and on the 11th for you guys on the other side of the world in the US, Pacific Daylight Time, it will be 2 p.m. on the 11th. So, and we do it with like cacao, and Marabella has a beautiful book, and we set intentions for the full moon and the new cycle. But we've got crystals today. I bought my crystals, like
Yes,
turquoise and
yay.
quartz and salt. And Marabella is going
Uh-huh.
to talk us through what to do. So first up, before you
Yes.
tell us what to do, how does this work? How does the moon cleanse and change and reset all of these crystals?
Yeah. So first of all, don't panic if you have crystals. You don't have to necessarily charge them. I look at charging crystals as kind of like a retunement, kind of like we would go to the beauty shop and get our roots done, or we would get our nails done, just kind of like a tune up for the crystals. And the
Mhm.
reason why is because crystals are the same vibrational energy all the time. They resonate at the same frequency, whereas us humans, we're water based, and we can walk into a room, pick up on somebody's emotions. We can be sad one minute, happy the next. Crystals are the same, the same, the same. However, when we work with these beauties, sometimes we like to work with our crystals. We like to maybe put an intention in them, and sort of play with them or make them our friends. So sometimes they can pick up on different energies, or if we work with them, say we put an intention in them and hold that intention, maybe we want to clear that out for the next time we use them, or if we bring them home from a crystal store, we pick up one of these beauties and we want to just release any past humans that have touched it, or crystals have been around for years and years and years. They've gone through so much to get to us, so maybe we just want to give them a little break. So what you can do is to put them out in the full moon. You can also put down intentions under your crystals too. And if they're a quartz crystal, like a clear quartz crystal or a rose quartz crystal, or like Skye, you have an amethyst, those all fall in the quartz family. You can put them in water and put them out in the moon. So by putting them out in the moonlight, or maybe in a window where the moonlight's streaming in, and even if it's overcast, you can still put them in front of the window or outside, and then the moonlight just comes in and I don't want to say clear, not clear, but sort of balances, retunes them, kind of like we go to the gym for like a tune up to get
Okay.
back into our groove. Yeah.
Okay, that is beautiful. I have a couple of questions. The first is, does this make any crystals we find on the beach or out in nature, does it make them more special, or more, we will be able to get more power from them because they've been picking up frequencies of the moon and cycles for a period of time?
So they will be fresh and ready to go.
Okay. And
Like, yeah.
how does the like how do we calibrate crystals? So I get that we as humans are fluid and we're full of fluid and we pick up energies even when we don't mean to. How do
Right.
you, because kind of like quartz is in computers, so
Yeah.
with a bit of silicon, you'll and quartz, you'll and watches, and you can literally like tune them to do things like tell time and run things like computers. um,
Right.
how does this all work? How do we tune these?
Yeah. So do you mean like how do we put an intention in them? How do
Yeah,
we?
so what's
Yeah.
happening? So these are, as you said, they're not fluid. They're vibrating. Everything's vibrating, but it's
Yeah.
not It's not like fluid, like water-based. How do we,
Right.
like, besides, like, what's the kind of the science, or what's going on when we set intentions towards a crystal?
Yeah. So crystals are able to hold information.
Yes.
Okay, so this is a moonstone. I'm actually wearing a moonstone too.
Oh, beautiful.
And the certain crystals have different properties to them. For instance, moonstone is great for emotions that we go through during the full moon or whenever else. A lot of times the moon will um they always make jokes about people are crazy during the full moon. And so wearing like say a moonstone can
Just one
actually
second. I'm so sorry. The
yeah,
dog.
no,
I'm
you're
looking
okay.
after the dog. One
Yeah, I'll just
second.
keep talking.
You keep talking. I'm listening.
Yeah.
Do you
um
want to go in, Bubba?
so wearing something like a moonstone helps to balance emotions. So different crystals already have different properties in them that can really help us. And so, for instance, let's just say we want to have a crystal work for us, we want to bring in an intention. And so, what we're going to do is we would take our crystal and we would just hold it in our hands like this. And you would just think of your intention. So let's think of an intention, Sky, for the full moon, something that we want to bring in on the full moon. Or if it's not an intention, it can just be like a gratitude, something you're grateful for. And so you're holding it in your hand, and you're actually, as you're thinking about your intention, you are programming it. So you're putting this intention into the crystal. And
Okay.
so I'm thinking of my intention, and it's programmed in the crystal. And then you can just set the crystal down. You can take it with you. This one happens to feel so good, so I like holding on to it. But you can place it under your pillow,
Sure.
and then you've gotten that intention out of your body. It's actually into the crystal,
Yep.
which puts it out into the universe. Which, when it sits out in the universe, it can come back to you.
I love that. I also think, like, in the world where we are so fluid and we're like water and we pick up energies everywhere we go, of every little thing around us, is it's nice to know something is solidly holding gratitude intentions. Like, I just program this with love, right? Is as much as I'd love to sit in love all the time, is like I've got to do washing up, or I've got to set up some lights, or I've got to do this live, and we're picking up different energies, and it's nice to know that love is set in here and with
Yes,
me.
exactly. Okay, so when you're manifesting, it's like you release it into the universe, and it is nice to know that it's here, like it's in. You can even make a grid with the crystals, and then
Wow.
it's like you've set your intention, you've let it go, and you don't have to worry about it anymore, because a lot of times we're thinking we want something to happen, we want to feel a certain way, we want to create something, and we keep thinking and thinking and thinking, and it's like stuck within us. And when we release it, it can come back to us.
Right.
So it's a
So we can
visual.
do that. We can set our intentions, we can release it to the universe, and then once it's out to the universe and we want it, then reset the crystal, we stick it under the moon. So we leave these out
Yes,
under the full moon, and if it's quartz, is that right? We can put it
right.
in some water. And can you drink the water? It
Yes,
becomes powerful, right?
right. So a quartz crystal, and you want to look up the type of crystal you have and make sure that it's water safe. But the quartz family are generally safe. And so you can put them right. You have the clear quartz.
And I
Perfect.
have some water here too.
Oh, there you go. Yes. Now you can put that into the full under the full moon, and then you can drink it. You can actually drink your intentions, or you can pour it in your bath water. You can
I
water a
love
plant
that.
with it. Yeah. Now you don't
Or I could
uh-huh.
manifest a crystal garden with a bath in it that I can just bathe under.
Ah,
Oh my God,
yes.
I just looked up and there is all the food from yesterday's live on the roof. my God.
funny.
Sorry. Um, yeah, so I can manifest so that my crystals can just bathe for the whole cycle of the moon, and then I can bathe under the full moon.
Yes, absolutely. That's beautiful. You'd have a full moon bath if you
Wow.
used a little bit
That
each
would be
time.
an interesting live.
That would be
I'm
fun,
live
wouldn't
from
it?
the bar.
Yeah, you'd get a lot of viewers tuning in.
Probably locally as well.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Well, that's amazing. That really is amazing. And is the only reason we use quartz and no other in water is because the others dissolve? Is that why?
Yeah, there are some other crystals that you can use, but you would have to really do a little bit of research on them.
Sure.
Yeah, they dissolve, and some of them have iron in them and different properties that aren't real good for us to ingest. But the
Right.
quartz are safe, so you just want to make sure that you clean them first, and
Sure.
then you can put them in your water. And another thing that you can do is put them in your water, and you can write a little note on the glass
I love
and
that.
like bringing in love, bringing in abundance, bringing in wealth, all those things. And it's really
And
fun. It's just kind of really fun.
it's beautiful. And just a question, how often do you find that your manifesting increases and works because you do these, you reset crystals under the moon and set your intentions with the crystals?
It's amazing how it works. It works quickly. I feel like in my experience, it works quickly. And I think because it's so fun and it's like a
Yeah,
little mysterious. So,
yeah.
and like you said, like you put the crystal in the water, you write your intention, you let it go because you know it's working for you, and then you go off and do other things and you're not constantly thinking about it. And so I feel like things manifest quicker when we release them. There's like that law of detachment. And so, yeah, it's pretty effective. It's highly effective, I would say.
Okay, good to know. I do hear that what is a biggest stopper of manifesting your dreams is continually thinking about it. Is you're supposed to manifest, let go, manifest, let go.
Hmm.
And essentially that makes sense, right? Because we're supposed to live. We're not supposed to sit there ruminating about something that we're dreamed of. We're supposed to dream it up and gift it to the universe and let the universe look after it for us.
Yes, exactly. And not be tied to, oh, when's it going to get here? When's it going to get here? But just be happy it's coming. So
That's
excited. I'm excited my intention is coming true. And just
that's right.
come from that space. And then it will happen more quickly.
That's right. Now I'm just going to check the date of the full moon. So we put out our crystals on the right day. As I said, the next full moon ceremony that we have for Pacific Daylight Time will be on the 11th at 2 p.m. For Australian Eastern Standard Time, it will be 7 a.m. on the 12th. But let's see when we're going to put. So it is the 11th.
Okay.
So for us in Australia and Asia, anyone that's going to be joining us, we want to put these out the night before. So when we wake up and have our cacao and set our intentions, our crystals will be charged. Yours will not be charged yet.
Right.
Oh, we'll have gone through the full moon sleep, and you guys will go the night after.
And so you can put them out like one day before or even one day after. It doesn't matter.
Okay, that's good to know. Was there
Hmm.
anything we didn't cover that everybody? I like how easy this is. We can get our
Yeah.
dream life by just more love. It's always any time I talk to people about these things, it's always it comes back to love. Whether we do the cacao ceremony, it's love. Setting intentions here, it's love. Manifesting love. Eating raw food, it's love. But is there anything we didn't talk about?
Um, Not that I can think of. I don't think so. I can't think of anything.
Maybe your next book will be a crystal book, hey?
Yes, I definitely want to do a raw food book too. That might come
Oh,
first.
that's exciting.
Maybe raw food
What
and crystal.
that's oh my gosh, imagine that. Is there a
Yeah.
power in that? Is there so I know that there's like color therapy and the vibration of like the color before you even
Hmm.
get the vibration of the certain shapes of food. Does the crystals match that?
Yeah, so it all kind of goes along with, we haven't spoken about chakras yet. That's
Okay,
another topic
okay.
that's so
Need
fun.
chakra
Yeah,
juices. You
I
get
think
the
our
chakra
very
juice.
first full moon ceremony, we talked about the chakras a little bit and the different colors. And
Yep.
so, yes, the colors of the crystals have meaning, and as well as like when you're eating, I feel like crystals and raw food go so well together because they're so pure. A crystal is a crystal. It's just, it is what it is. It's natural. Raw food is so natural from the earth. They're both from the earth, so pure and just perfect as they are. And yes, the colors all have different meanings. And so, one of the reasons I brought the cherry quartz today is because it's red, and Sagittarius, the full moon is going to be the full strawberry moon in Sagittarius coming up that we'll do our ceremony for, and it represents fire. It's like a fire sign. And so for the next full moon, it's going to be really, really great to bring in your intentions on what you would like to do. What would you like to accomplish? What would you like to, like your career goals, your
Okay.
dreams, and bringing that fire into your intentions as well. So this red is so great for, feeling abundant, for feeling um like that you've got it all together, you're reaching your goals, your safety. So red foods
Love
such
that.
as maybe watermelon, very grounding, very satisfying, very just delicious. So um that that's just a little example of like the color of the red crystal. I also brought in a citrine, which
Oh,
is
it's
the
so
yellow.
beautiful.
And this one happens to have a smoky quartz, like a little extra surprise in
Oh,
it, like a little baby. And
it is.
so yellow, it goes along with the solar plexus chakra. So it's right in our rib cage, top of our rib cage. And so this will be great for the Sagittarius full moon as far as bringing in abundance. And so the
Ooh.
yellow is great for that. So yellow foods are so good for, like, if you think of bananas, bananas are yellow and they're abundant. They come in a big bunch typically.
Yes.
And so, so great for our full moon, thinking of bringing in a little bit of the yellow. And
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
it's interesting you say that because I was thinking about yellow lately because most of the food, the anti-inflammatory foods that I eat have turned out yellow. So you've got like when you put turmeric to a meal, it goes yellow. I've been craving nutritional yeast. I don't usually tolerate bananas. I had a banana today, and this is all. And I prefer the blonde or yellow flaxseed, and I'm only doing flax and chia. So all my meals keep turning out yellow, and I'm trying to heal my gut, which is the solar plexus. And then you talk about abundance and wealth, and isn't that gut related too? Like I think it's an Asian culture where they like rub the belly for luck. So that's like for abundance. So it's like all linking back. I like this.
Yeah, right. And people say they'll rub like a Buddha statue
Yeah,
for
like
luck.
on the
So,
that's like their solar plexus, and I feel like I'm working there. I'm getting the yellow, and I just notice, like even like when you think of things like mangoes, they're really like calming and good on the gut, and like the solar plexus and abundance, and like I think of like the gut as like that entry into health, which is abundance. So.
yes, absolutely.
Okay, well, I feel like I've learnt a lot today. And we're having as the full moon parties like this time next week or a little bit earlier time wise, but basically this day next week.
Hmm.
And thank you. This was amazing. I feel like I learned lots. And get your crystals out, put them under the moon, and set your intentions, your manifestations, and eat your red colors.
Yes, eat your reds, eat your yellows, get ready. And
Yeah.
maybe we'll do like a special crystal meditation on the full moon too. We'll add some crystals in.
Yes, I love that. I also like you to do some cards. I love your cards.
Oh, I'll bring in cards too.
Yes,
Yes, we'll bring in the
and I'll
cards
have
and the
my book.
crystal.
If you haven't got it yet, go get Marabella's book. What's the
Yeah.
book called again?
It's called Petals of Love. I should have
Petals
it
of
right
Love.
here. Let me grab it.
I'm at mum, so I don't have it with me. So
I'll be
Petals
right.
of Love is the most
Yeah.
beautiful book, the most beautiful intentions, and all that beautiful love talk and feeling that Marabella shares. It's like that. You can have it with you. It's so, and the artwork, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. So search in Amazon Petals of Love by Marabella.
Yes.
Um, and I will add to the description. I will add a link in the description to get
Oh,
the book.
thank you. Thank
Yes,
you
so
so
people can go
much.
buy that book because that's amazing. But yes, so I'll be bringing my book. You'll be bringing your book. Everyone
Yep.
bring their book.
Uh-huh.
Any journals, any crystals,
Uh-huh.
and we're going to be setting our intentions.
Sounds great. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Well, hey Tessa. Tessa's been craving nutritional yeast as well.
Oh, wow.
I find when my body's overstressed, it's not just the B12 because I get B12. I have an injection, and I find those B vitamins in nutritional yeast, like there's so many B vitamins, like really help me if my body's overstressed. So listen to your body, guys, and we'll see you next week for the
Yes.
cacao party.
Yay.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.